What's up everybody, my name's Brascus, and this is a little different than my usual videos. I haven't really done any videos like this before, but now that I have a camcorder, I'll probably try to do them a little more frequently just because it's not such a big pain to try and do it between a webcam and other stuff. So I really just wanted to take this time to talk about the channel a little bit, and sort of where I see its future going and what I want it to be, and put that all out there. So to start with, I wanted to say why I do what I do. I said it a couple of times before in previous videos, but I really wanted to be on the record here. So my original idea behind this was that I'd watched a lot of YouTube before I started doing it myself, and one of the things that I loved absolutely the most about it was that I learned about a lot of games that I never would have heard about otherwise. A lot of indie games, like Town of Salem, Subnautica. I'd never heard of Subnautica before. The Beginner's Guide. What else was there? Siege, Don't Starve Together. All games like that I would have never... Oh, Gunpoint, that's another one. That I never would have found on my own, or never thought to look at, or might not have even given a try. Like, I looked at the screenshots or whatever and went, I don't know about that. And then I saw someone try it out, and it looked like such a blast that I just had to try it myself. So that's what I got out of YouTube, and it was one of my favorite things ever, and I wanted to kind of carry that on. And so my original intent behind creating this was to find games that maybe a lot of you would not have heard of or tried otherwise. And I mean, of course I play other big stuff too. You know, I've played Styx Master of Shadows, which was sort of an indie developed game, but it was published by a big studio, and Mordheim has been fairly big, and of course I've played games like that. But I hope that some of my other games, like Delver was one of the first games I ever played on this channel, and I've been following that since it was in its alpha stages, and later in its beta stages, and then it got greenlit on Steam, and I got super excited, and I talked to the developer and made sure he was okay with me doing videos on it, and he agreed and thought it was great, and that was super exciting. And so games like that, or Plantera, I really hope that some of you have maybe given those a shot yourself, and that was the original goal behind my channel, and I really wanted to keep that thought going. So that's kind of what got me started. And of course it's a fun hobby, and you know, if someone were to ask me would I do it as a job, absolutely. If we got that big, I would do it in a heartbeat. But that's what it's really all about. That and the community, which kind of leads me into my next point. One of my other favorite things about YouTube is that the channels live and die by the communities that form around them. We can't survive without both sides of that. And I mean we, as in you guys who watch my videos, and me who makes the videos. There's no point to making any of this if no one watches them. I mean, it's fun to make the video, but if no one sees it, no one else gets anything out of it. And that's the fun part, is to share your content with other people and let other people see what you do. And, you know, it's shared experiences that make it fun. And so it's two sides of the same coin. Without interaction, there is no channel. Without contributors, there is no channel. Without you guys, the channel doesn't exist. And I mean, I've been doing this for a little over a year, and I've got about 100 subscribers now, and that was a big deal to me. I mean, as far as the grand scheme of YouTube goes, I'm this tiny little drop in the bucket. You know, our channel is minuscule, but it's 107 people. That's a lot of people to me that have subscribed and thought that the stuff was good enough to keep coming back to. And so thank you to everybody who's commented and let me know that they've enjoyed it and offered constructive ideas and tips on some of the games that I've played. I've had a lot of feedback on Mordheim, frequently about remembering to loot things and different equipment sets that, you know, certain mistakes maybe that I made or I didn't know before that have helped continuing the campaign a lot easier. And so I want to thank you all for that. But I also want to ask you guys to help me with new ideas, because like I said, I want to share all of these games. I want to find new games that other people may not have seen, and I want to help other people find those and try them out and encourage people to play them. So if there's a particularly favorite game that you guys know of that I haven't done, please let me know. I would love to do that. Or even a game that you're curious about, you know, that maybe you've seen on Steam and you've gone, I don't know, maybe I want to try it, maybe I don't. I'm not really liking the look of the screenshots, but it looks like an interesting idea. Let me know. Tell me. I would love to try it and see if it's worth your time. I've done that with a few games, like Broken Dreams There was one, I think it was just titled Dream. I played it a long time ago, and that one was pretty weird. But maybe it gave you an idea of whether or not you'd want to try it. And so that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And the last thing that I wanted to bring up too sort of follows in that same vein of helping. I also want to get you more involved with you guys. I want to keep that connection going, and I want to make sure that the community can get bigger as a whole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new email, and it will be on my About page. If you are on my channel, you just hit the About tab and it'll take you there. I believe it'll be listed under, it might be listed under business inquiries, but go ahead and click it and use that email, because I would love to get suggestions from you guys there. Obviously the comments is really the best place to leave stuff like that, but if you have questions, or something that might take longer to explain, I have had people who have asked me about my setup or advice about starting their channel, questions about what software I use, things like that, and I'm thrilled to answer questions like that. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm happy to help other people do what I'm doing, because it's a lot of fun. It's a very rewarding experience, and I hope that as many people as possible want to get in on that. And in that same vein too, along with getting you guys more involved, I think what I want to try and do is I want to start playing more games with you guys. And so the first one that's going to be on that list is Pulsar: The Lost Colony. I did a video on that just a couple of days ago, and it's one of my favorite indie games, and it takes several people to play. For best results, you want a group of 5 players to get together, and you all play cooperatively to control a spaceship and look for the lost colony Pulsar. I have a few friends that have it, and I don't know how easy it will be to arrange it or not, but if any of you want to join us on that quest to the stars, by all means, let me know. Or even if you want to join in on other games, like if you've got suggestions for different games to play, or games you'd like to see played on the channel, or games that you've seen me do that you would like to join in for. You know, we do episodes of Duck Game, we do episodes of Depth, games that I would love to do more on, off the top of my head, Castle Crashers, Lethal League, anything like that. So if there's a game that you think would be awesome to be on the channel, and maybe you want to join in, by all means, let me know in the email. Just, I don't know, title it crew submission or something like that, so I know what the subject is about. And let me know what games you'd be interested in seeing and or joining in for, so that I can maybe contact you and we can arrange more details so that we can play some games together in a group. Because it really is all about you guys, you know? Without you, there is no channel. The channel doesn't exist. It's that simple. Like I said before, YouTube channels live and die by the communities that grow around them. And so I really hope that you guys will stick with me for a while, and I hope that it's worth your time to keep watching and playing and joining in. So, again, thank you. I've said that before too in some of my videos, but I really mean it. It's what I do, and it's so much more rewarding to see comments and views and assistance and suggestions from you guys. That's what makes it all worth it. I still get so excited every time my phone buzzes and I pull it out and I see that I have a comment from somebody. It's like the first thing I do is open my phone, go into the app, and immediately respond to that comment. And I plan on doing the same thing to any emails. I'll try and check that new address once a day. And please consider following me on Twitter, so you've got access to my Twitter updates. Feel free to message me on Twitter anytime, and I will always try to communicate as quickly as I can. Do whatever I can to stay in touch, because that's what makes this the most fun to me, is staying in touch with everybody and really communicating. And I don't know how many times I've said that now. I'm probably just rambling at this point, but I mean, it means enough that I have tried to start this on 3 times. It took me 3 tries to get going, because every time I said it, I thought I sounded like a pretentious jackass. And I really hope that I'm not sounding like that right now, because that's not how I mean to come across at all. And I was like trying to think in my head all day about what wording I wanted to use and how I should say what I'm saying so that my point comes across clearly. So hopefully I'm not just tongue-tying my knots or making you guys listen to a whole bunch of stupid crap, which I probably have at least a little bit. But anyway, I really am glad that all of you consider watching my stuff at any time. And if any of you have shared any of my stuff with anybody, that's awesome. If not, that's cool too. Don't feel pressured to share it unless you think it's good enough. But I hope that you guys will stick around because I'm having fun making these, and it's a lot of fun. And I hope to keep doing it for a while longer yet. So anyway, as I said before, if you're interested in playing games, let me know in the email. Follow me on Twitter so I can post fun updates and respond to messages and whatnot. And anyway, I plan to keep making videos, and I should probably get back to that. So thanks, everybody. And if you enjoyed it, let me know by hitting the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Catch you guys later.